Is your boat?
No.
No?
I'm only driver.
Okay. Oh, I got it. Ah. Oh man, might get seasick in here. Alright, we are on our way. Oh, I got some waves coming in here. Look at that guy speeding on the canal. Good morning from La Serenissima, the most serene republic. We are out here in rough seas. Over there you can see the city. That is where I am going. And I'm going to tell you guys the story of how the swamp dwellers of this lagoon went from being refugees of Attila the Hun, fleeing Attila the Hun, later the Goths, to becoming the most richest country in the world, and eventually conquering the greatest city in the world, which was Constantinople, thanks to a 96-year-old man called Enrico Dandolo. He was the Doge of Venice, but Marco, I'm pronouncing it wrong. How do I pronounce Doge?
Doge.
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 Okay. Marco is from Venice, and he Doge. So, are you familiar with a lot of the history of Venice? I can ask you. Okay.
I'm driving.
Okay. How long have you been driving?
About 15 years.
15 years. Do you get paid per trip, or is it like a salary, fixed salary?
No,
Fixed salary. Okay. But your family, you're from Venice.
Yeah.
Do you know how long back your family go? Do you know your family tree?
I don't know.
No? So you're not related to Enrico Dandolo?
I don't know.
So obviously I could sit in here, but it's more fun up here with Marco. Do you say you are Venetian or Italian?
Venetian.
Venetian. Would you like Venice to be a country again? Like it used to be the Republic of Venice. It used to be a country. Would you like Venice to be a country again? Or now Venice is Italy.
Yeah.
Would you like Venice to be Repubblica Venice? Venezia.
Maybe it's better.
Ah, here we go. We're coming closer. Let's try and stand up. My main worry here is that the camera lens will get wet, so I'm waiting until we're kind of inside the city here, but now we're coming up. Hell yeah! Oh, look, he's speeding! He's going faster than 20. Obviously, images are not going to be perfect here with the wind and the rain on the lens, but I kind of want to film this scene here for you guys. So we're just entering the city. What's remarkable about this city is that it's a forest, a man-made forest. Everything here stands on wood. That's right. These brick buildings here stands on a foundation of wood, driven into the muddy islands 1,000 years ago. Now, due to the fact that there's no oxygen down there, they don't rot. So they're perfectly preserved and are keeping this city up until today. I have so many stories to tell you. I'm obviously going to launch into everything about Enrico Dandolo, the blind 96-year-old Doge, as Marco called him later. But I'm going to try and do this all in chronological order, and I'm obviously just going from memory here, so please bear with me, because there's going to be a little back and forth. Woohoo! Oh man, I'm so happy to be back. Has it been raining all day? Yeah. What kind of boat is that?
For transport.
Let's see. Ah, construction materials and stuff. So I mean, this entire city is a museum. Now there are people like Marco who's from here and still lives here, but it really is just a theme park for people who are into history like myself. Here we go under another bridge, and then I think we come up to the Grand Canal. All of these palaces you see here, old merchant palaces, built upon the wealth that Venice derived from controlling the trade of luxury goods from what is today Indonesia, China and India, that came through, first through the Middle East and then later on the Black Sea and into Venice, and then to the Rialto Bridge, where it was distributed and shipped either by Venetians themselves or sold to merchants from all over Europe who came to the Rialto Bridge. There we go, under the Rialto. We're gonna take one of these. One of these. Oh, it's there. Oh, he's leaving. Oh no, I thought we were gonna have a disaster there. Thank you so much, Marco.
You're
Good
welcome.
luck. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oops.
What is that?
I got it. I got it. I had a friend once who fell into the water here, but he's American.
Help me! Help! Help me, please! Thank you.
You know, they're not very seaworthy. Thank you. See you then. Bye-bye. Okay, here I am at the Rialto. Now, I am kind of in a hurry because I'm going to have to run to the Naval Museum, as it is closed tomorrow, and I'm only here for a couple of days. But I'm gonna talk more about the Rialto and all the history. And man, I have so much to say, and so little time. But let's hurry up and throw this in my Airbnb, and then we will continue without my bag. Absolute disaster. I got caught out big time in the rain here, but I have umbrella. I have an umbrella, and I also have the key to the apartment. I'm staying in a church. Hold on. Execute Gabriel High Roller Traveler mode. I'm right here in an old church from the 1100s. Now, it's not a... Well, actually, it is a church. That's what it said in the description. Here we go. Woohoo! With frescoes in the ceiling. How do we do this? Let me get the key. Need to get rid of this umbrella so I can actually film. Okay. Oh my, look at this. Genuine frescoes above the apartment. So here's the church. Now the owner told me that it does open. It's just I'm too late. How awesome is that? I'm looking up and you see frescoes from the, I mean, God knows when they're from. Could be,
I don't know, 1400s, 1500s? In the ceiling above me?
man, I'm so excited for this. Now, I don't think it's going to be spectacular. Oh man, how do you do this? No, there we go. I don't think it's going to be spectacular, but it's kind of next to the Rialto Bridge for a couple of blocks. I don't want to make a mess. It's soaked. And here we go. Execute Gabriel High Roller Trailer mode. Here you got the old ruins, or the foundation of the church. Now it's a yep, magic. I'm standing in the air. According to the description, hey, not bad, not bad. These wooden beams, they're original. As for this old phone, hello, hello. No, doesn't work. Oh, oh man. So the Rialto is literally just up there and then 3 blocks to the right. So I'm smack in the middle of Venice here, and in the most coveted place, surrounded by artwork. Man, is that St. George over there slaying a dragon? The leather on this chair is from the 1600s. Please don't sit on this chair. Oh man, that's like a dare. It's like, no, I really want to. Okay, I'm gonna respect it. I suspect though that this is the rodo or patho to the bathroom. Not really, but it's kind of interesting anyway. Man, what a city. Ooh, let's go back inside. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. Jesus! Jesus Christo! If that isn't the most magnificent, glorious noodle shower head I've seen on all my travels, it's starting to rain. It is a noodle shower head. It works. Glorious, glorious. I've decided I'm going for a pizza. According to Google Maps, this is the top rated pizza in all of Venice, 4.7. So let's check it out.
It's called Antico Forno.
And they even actually do have an antique column.
Are they open now? Buongiorno. You're the top-rated pizza in Google.
Yeah.
You're numero uno.
Yeah. I know, that's great.
What is your best seller?
My best seller, I say that this one, this is burrata cheese and garlic with also basil. And also this one just came out with burrata always. I love burrata and ham. And if you want something else, maybe with vegetables, this one, eggplants and recommended ricotta cheese.
I think I'm going to try the one that just came
This
out.
one. Yeah, it's
Look
very
at that. That looks fantastic. How much a slice?
good. 550.
$5.50. Oh, wow.
Wow, what a bargain.
You want anything to drink?
Just pizza,
that?
please. Yeah. Okay, you have chairs. I'll come inside. Yeah.
I think I heard some music though. Let's see. All right, here we get a better view of the pizzas. 550?
550, yeah.
All right. Let me dig into the Federal Reserves. I see we have a music situation. Is that my pizza?
Yes, there you go.
Beautiful, thank you so much. Geraldo, mucho approvo. Yeah, that was fantastic.
Thank you.
All right, the third one. Look, I really started the trend. Look how busy it is in here now. People queuing up outside. I should come here every day.
You have change for that?
Yeah. Thank you.
You're full now. When I came, there was nobody here.
Yeah, it was good because you found something.
Good luck. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Man, this place is packed now. Look. Mucho recommendo. Okay, let's not fall down here. You know what? I think we're gonna end it here. I'm gonna spend all tomorrow here, and then half the day, or probably a full day here on Wednesday as well, before I take the train out. So this is a great place to sign off. Kind of slippery. Look at this, not a soul. So how exactly did Venice begin? Well, in the 400s, the Roman Empire was imploding. Attila the Hun, on horseback, was rampaging up and down northern Italy especially, and he burnt the biggest port of the Adriatic Sea called Aquileia to the ground. So people started migrating out here to these muddy, swampy islands, which were nothing like what you see today. Like I said yesterday, everything here stands on wooden planks. That's how they built the foundations. So in the beginning, they built houses standing on wooden stilts, not unlike what you saw me visit in the Philippines one time. And as the wealth of the city grew, that's when they started deforesting huge areas in Slovenia and what is today modern-day Croatia, and they built the foundations that these stone structures now stand on, and then eventually they built these
Bridges, which are now connecting all these islands
that I am wandering around on. So after Attila, the Goths started rampaging around. The Ostrogoths, or the Eastern Goths. Now they eventually also conquered Italy. But when the Byzantines also tried to reconquer Italy for the Roman Empire, the result was that it was very, very difficult to make a living on mainland Italy. And Venice grew as a consequence of that. Now, although there were many advantages over location out here in the lagoon, for example, Attila, who liked to pillage on horseback, couldn't come here. He didn't like boats very much, so it was easily defensible. There's no agriculture here. There's no agricultural hinterland either. So the lagoon dwellers, they survived on fish. They were also producing salt here, and they started trading along the rivers of northern Italy on barges and in the Adriatic Sea. As more and more people started moving here, the economy started growing, and more trade started passing through this lagoon. Keep in mind, the other big port was gone. So this was the major port of entry for goods coming from the Orient. And as the wealth grew, more and more people came to settle here, and the city grew so that around the year 1200 there were 70,000 people living here. Now, with Venice's success, other Italian city-states also started to smell money. So you had Pisa and also the Repubblica di Genoa that grew immensely and also became very powerful maritime states. You probably heard the saying, fortune favors the brave, and that is especially true when it comes to trade. Wow, look at this place. Execute Gabriel High Roller Traveler mode. And in the late 11th century, the Genoese were the bravest. When the first Crusade was launched, the Genoese participated. Venice stayed out of it. They thought it was too risky. Now, the first Crusade was wildly successful. It established 4 Crusader states. Immense wealth started flowing through these states, and Genoa were the ones transporting a lot of the cargo, and Venice was closed out from it as they had not participated. So Genoa started growing and rivaling the wealth of Venice. A 104 years after the first Crusade was launched, Europe was about to launch its 4th, and Venice was about to profit immensely from it, thanks to a man known as Enrico Dandolo. He was the Doge, isn't that what Marco said? I say Doge in English, of Venice at the time. And the 4th Crusade, the goal was to conquer Egypt. The Crusader states had realized that the wealth and power of what was now again the Islamic run Jerusalem depended upon the wealth flowing through Egypt. So the Frankish knights and northern Italians and Germans as well that were responsible for launching the 4th Crusade realized that they needed to conquer Alexandria and Cairo in order to retake the Holy Land for Christianity and Europe. Now, in order to do so, sail to Egypt, they needed ships. The producer of the finest ships at the time was La Serenissima. The most serene republic. Man, look at this hotel. The most serene republic. Like serene, it means peaceful. So La Serenissima means the peaceful and the serene. Now, that was a title actually given to Venice by the Byzantines when they were under the tutelage of the Byzantines. Doesn't necessarily mean peaceful. I've read that it denotes sovereignty. It just means that Venice was sovereign, because the last Serenissima, the most serene republic, were almost always at war. It was not very peaceful, and that was also the case with the other medieval maritime states, of course, in Europe. War and trade kind of were intertwined. They went hand in hand. When the leaders of the Crusade arrived, they would have come here, to the Doge's palace, which in the year 1201, when they arrived, did not look like this. It was much smaller, but they would have come to a palace nonetheless, although a little not as grand, and they would have met a 94, no, it must have been 93, yeah. Now, the Doge at the time was a 93-year-old by the name of Enrico Dandolo. Now, he'd been blind for many years, but he knew how to spot an opportunity when he heard one. And the opportunity presented to him by the leaders of the Crusade was gargantuan. Upon entering the Doge's palace, Montferrat, which was the leader of the Crusade at that time, will have presented Enrico with the proposal of building a fleet to transport 35,000 Crusaders to the Holy Land at a great cost. Okay, it's not raining that much. Now, Dandolo agreed to this and set about. Everyone in Venice stopped everything they were doing and started building this fleet for the Crusaders. Exactly 1 year later, they were going to have it ready. They were going to also provision it with food and everything needed for the journey. Plus, the Venetians were going to send 50 war galleys themselves to join the Crusade.
This was a great boost for the entire crusading undertaking, as the Venetians were the finest sailors of the day by far. Now, they were also very skilled in warfare, and here in the Doge's palace they also have a section with weapons from back in the day. Keep in mind that we're talking about the year 1202 here, so this is before guns, gunpowder, cannons and those type of weapons. So hack and slash and stab would have been the way of fighting. Of course, you had spears you could throw and bows and arrows.
when Montferrat came a year later in 1202 with the Crusader army, it turns out not 35,000 had shown up. It was less than half, something like 12,000. And the Venetians had made food and ships for almost 3 times that. Also, the Crusaders didn't have enough money to pay the Venetians. So a huge problem ensued. Finally, a compromise was made. The compromise was that Dandolo himself would pick up the cross and join the Crusaders. The Crusaders would thus pay their debt to Venice by giving the Venetians a claim on half the loot that they would acquire on the Crusade.
In 1202, when the Crusaders set off, probably from right here around this spot, between these 2 columns, the water used to, the edge of the water used to come up right to the columns. And this was considered the entry to the city. The citizens of Venice came here to wave them goodbye. Their own leader, Enrico, was by now 94 years old, and the Venetians themselves had sent 50 galleys along with the more than 100 ships they had built for the Crusaders. Now, the rank and file, man, a wind situation. The rank and file amongst the Crusaders and the Venetians thought they were going to Jerusalem. They did not know that the final destination was Egypt. The reason for that was quite simple. The leaders, Montferrat in particular, thought that telling them that they were going to Egypt wouldn't really rouse or rally enough support so that enough people joined the Crusade. So they all thought the destination was Jerusalem. But as soon as they set out, Enrico, the blind Doge of Venice, he had other plans. The Crusaders had not been able to pay for the citizens of Venice working an entire year to build the ships for the Crusaders. So he came up with the idea that they were going to take the city of Zara, which is Zadar in modern-day Croatia, which was the only territory in the Adriatic that Venice didn't control at the time. They used to control it, but Zara had rebelled a couple of decades earlier. The Venetians had tried to subdue them, but they had been unsuccessful in doing so. Now, the Crusaders owed so much money to the Venetians, and Dandolo told them that it was too late in the season to sail all the way to the eastern Mediterranean anyway, so the Crusaders agreed. Ultimately, the city of Zara was subdued, and now Venice ruled the entire Adriatic Sea uncontested. Whilst overwintering in Zara, the Crusade took yet another unforeseen turn. A man known as Alexios IV, the son of Isaac, a deposed and blinded former emperor of Constantinople, came to the Crusaders with a plan. He said, if you will help me take my rightful place on the throne of Constantinople, I will repay the debt that the Crusaders owe to you, the Venetians, and I will also furnish you with a fleet and more men and help you in your crusade. The Crusaders and the Venetians decided that it was go time. So on they sailed towards Constantinople.
The city they now set out for was the richest and most populated city in Europe at the time, possibly in the world. 400,000 people lived in Constantinople. Compare that to Venice, which was in the top 3, but at 70,000 people. Constantinople was also by far the most historic city, with a huge number of artifacts from all over the Mediterranean, dating back to the Greeks. There were even artifacts dating back to ancient Egypt. In the Hippodrome, the horse racing stadium you could see here, they had a column that at that time was already 3,000 years old.
Here we look at the most famous painting from Venetian history. Here we have the moment when the walls collapse, and 96-year-old Enrico Dandolo has gone with his ship ashore to rally the morale of the Venetians. I'm going to take a photo and see if it comes out better than this.
Now, without the, by 1204, 96-year-old blind Doge of Venice, it may very well be that the conquest of Constantinople would have failed, as it appeared that the sea walls were unscalable. It was he that, against the advice of people on his ship, said, "Put me ashore," when many Venetian ships had started to retreat. So Dandolo's ship, they beached it. He went down with the banner of St. Mark's and rallied the Venetians to ultimate victory. Okay. Now, after the conquest of Constantinople and what was the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire, Enrico Dandolo now found himself the de facto leader of the Eastern Roman Empire, and he gained the new title Lord of 3/8 of the Roman Empire. Now, a dilemma arose. Okay, he was blind, he was 96 years old, but should the capital of Venice, which was now a huge empire, be Constantinople? And should they try and resurrect the Roman Empire? Or should they continue and be La Serenissima, the most serene republic, with some overseas territories in the Mediterranean? Well, they opted for the latter. Possibly because Dandolo himself, he died a year later in 1205 at the tender age of 97. But Venice was now the unrivaled leader of the Mediterranean world, and they took the opportunity with their conquest to adorn this church, which I'm on top of now, St. Mark's Cathedral. Here you have the 4 horsemen. Now they're actually the 4 horses. They're actually copies of the original, but they used to stand in the Hippodrome. We're going to go inside and look at the originals. And they took the opportunity to deck out their cathedral with loot from palaces and churches of Constantinople.
Now this is the original 4 horses that they stole from the Hippodrome. You can see this color. These bronze statues, which are over 2,000 years old, used to be in the center of the Hippodrome, the horse racing stadium in Constantinople. They had to behead the horses to fit them onto the ships, and they were so heavy. Several oxen had to cart these away. Now, due to the weather and acidity in the rain, they get too damaged when they're outside, so they put inside here because they're so valuable.
Here we can kind of see all this is patched up and added to the facade of the church. So it used to look nothing like this. Right here is the most famous golden altar piece. All made by the finest Byzantine artist of the day. So if you see me walking through here, and hey guys, bye-bye. And you're thinking, you know, I thought the Venetians were Catholics. This looks like a Byzantine cathedral. You'd be correct. But seeing as they were under the Byzantines to begin with, and also eventually conquered the Eastern Roman Empire, the cross-cultural exchange between Catholic Venice and Orthodox Byzantium was obviously immense. So they have taken the best of both worlds. Personally, I find Byzantine churches more marvelous than Catholic churches. But here you have one that has the influences of both. Marching speed. Jesus Christ. Talk about dining with a view. Buongiorno. I have rented a gondola. No, not really. I'm just checking it out. It's not very spacious, nor is it very seaworthy. Look at this. But anyway, let's get out of here, because today I have saved everything food related and drink related for today, because an old friend of ours just arrived. Greetings.
Buongiorno.
How are you doing?
Very good.
You just arrived?
Just arrived.
All
yes.
right.
Ready.
So what's the plan?
The plan is that we go to Murano Island, and we will have some blowing glass experience, and then of course food, drinks.
Well, this is a great photo op. Are these actual books, are they?
Yes.
Oh, well, let's queue up. They're taking a photo.
Want to take one? Sorry.
You guys want the photo first? Or?
No, go through.
And there is the gondola. Time is of the essence. Let's go and have a cappuccino then to start the day. All right.
Wine.
Cappuccino and wine? Yes, you remember.
You have few weeks to start.
I wonder if they can wrap this for me.
I think so.
Which one is better? This one? Yeah. Ah, so there we go. He wraps it up for us. How do you say how much in Italian?
Quanto costa?
Quanto costa? And then please?
Per favore.
Por favor. Per favor. Oh, I like Spanish. Okay,
Ciao.
let's go. Awesome.
I think there was a cat somewhere.
So sticking with the naval theme from yesterday, people used to eat biscuits on the ships because biscuits were durable. Now in Italian you call it a
Biscotti.
biscotti.
Biscotti, yes.
So we're now going to try and find a biscotti to try and see what the sailors from Venice ate on their journey to the Black Sea and all over Europe.
No, There's many from outside, many different kinds of biscotti.
Does any of these look like a ship biscotti?
Those are Venetian biscotti. We should find the one that you...
Let's have a look. This looks like something that would have been on a ship.
This is bussolaio and this is zaiti. Zaitis are coming from the word gialletti.
Okay.
Yellow, because it looks like yellow.
Is this an old recipe?
È una ricetta antica, dice, tipica.
Ah, tipica di Venezia, sì.
Okay.
Questa bella. These are the old ones, the very cool, that are the famous biscotti veneziani that you're searching.
Let's try that then. We're getting two. One for my subscribers too.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
All right. It is time to try the diet of the Venetian sailors. So this is the Baicoli, I famosi biscotti veneziani, the famous Venetian biscuit.
And I have zaiti, which is like gialletti. It's a yellow biscotto.
It doesn't look very appetizing, to be honest.
Yours
Have you tried?
better. No, I haven't tried it yet.
Let's see then. Now, the sea journey to the Venetian colony of Crete took 45 days. And if you're going to go to Tana in the Sea of Azov, in the Black Sea, this is all you'd be eating for months. So let's dig in then. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's actually not that bad.
Mine is very good.
I'm gonna try one of those too.
It's very good. There's dried fruit inside.
Let's go for it then.
Approved.
Harold approves.
Martina approves too.
Of course. You can put the
This camera is not easy to work. Look at this. I'm in the frame. Now you're in the frame.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to be out here.
Here.
Yeah.
Away from
My
the-
arm at full. Oh, that's better actually. My arm at full stretch. And
Can you hear me?
Yes, I think they can.
See how it's leaning?
Now the lean on that tower is incredible. But Martina said it's stabilized. We are on our way to a place called Murano, where they're very, very famous for being glass makers. I think this is where I stayed with Copacab that time. Let's ask Martina about that. Martina!
Like other important person in the
How come they're making glass out of Murano and not here?
At the beginning it was here in Venice, I mean before 1200s. Then in 1200s was all the artisans were moved to Murano. First of all for security reason, because obviously sometimes they were burning, or you will see it's a dangerous work actually. Burning. And also
So because glass it requires fire and high heat.
Yes, high heat.
So they were worried about burning the town to the ground.
Yeah, I think sometimes it happened, so they decided to move it outside the town. And moreover, probably also to keep it secret, because in this way they could preserve the secrets of this activity, and people that could not see properly what they were doing.
But so they're making a special type of glass that they don't want other artisans and trade merchants to copy.
Of course.
Yeah, here we go. proper Murano is right over there. We have arrived at Murano. Hello. Hello.
The workshop we're entering here, it is family owned. It may resemble a bit of a tourist trap, but that's simply how it is. You're not gonna find some shoddy wooden shack where an 80-year-old man is still perfecting the trade handed down to him by his forefathers of the 8th century.
So we get first a very small part of glass. We cool it down in a shape of a ball. So then we can get a new layer of glass on top to make the piece bigger.
Even that's where the techniques come from. Now, this is how the glass making workshops look like. So if you want to witness that, this is the type of place you have to visit. Now, Gianluca here, who showed us around, he was awesome, and I highly recommend coming here. I even tried to mold the glass myself, as you can see here, with a highly questionable result.
You look like a master now.
It looks like I'm about to get to work on some prisoners.
Perfect. Now, take it off.
Yeah.
Get water with this.
Like here?
Yes. Perfect. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Bravo!
That is your flower.
Let's see my artwork, huh? Not bad for a first time. What do you call it? A glass. What did he call the profession?
Glass making, glass blowing.
Maestro, wasn't it? Maestro.
Most of the workers here have been practicing this craft for decades, and the oldest guy here was 70 years old. Now, what sets these glass makers apart from others around the world is the glass blowing technique and molding technique that requires an insane amount of skill to perfect. Now, Gianluca, he said that he tried to become a glassmaker as well in the beginning, but he was unable to do so. So now he guides people through here instead.
How many do they make per day like this?
Pieces, you mean?
Yeah.
They can make, I think, 5-6 pieces maximum. It depends on what they make. Here is where we keep the best.
I'm gonna take the bag down so I don't knock something over.
And a customer last year, he broke up 4,000 euro piece.
Oh no.
It happens.
Wow, so this is probably
3 kilos bonus.
I would say a bit more than that. This is heavy, but incredible work. Yeah, this is my favorite. So this is not a 1 hour job.
These took 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
4 people working together on the same piece.
Wow.
8 hours per day.
Is this traditionally what Murano glass is? These chandeliers?
Murano
Or?
glass is famous for chandeliers and mirrors, but we are known also for colors. We invented the colors on the island, so yeah. But we said right now, in this historical time of the history of our work, we only sell sculptures, mostly abstract, like this one for reference.
I see.
Chandeliers are different because it's harder to place them in the house, and people don't want to have something like this because cleaning them is a challenge. They prefer to have something that is solid, massive, that you don't have the chance to break. This is a full piece of glass, and yeah, the front is always different from the back. The front is always different from the back.
I see.
But the best one is this, where you can see that the front is different from the back.
Yeah.
Because of the reason I told you before.
Yeah. Don't break it.
Mamma mia! It's bigger than me.
It's like 2
It's like a
kilos,
baby.
2 kilos of glass.
It's
Blow.
my cat is 6 kilos, Michelangelo. It's like
How did this
not
tourist
so
break the 4,000
Out of
I
curiosity.
was going down the stairs and I didn't find the handle, so it went like this, and there was a base, and he thought that the base was the handle, so he got it, and
Do you have any? Hold on. So yeah, so you said most of the art is like
Yeah.
abstract
Yes.
art and so on. Do you have any like historical figures or like
I had
the
one.
Venice logo or a person or something?
I have a Venice landmark, which is the lion with the open book.
Yeah. Do you have that?
1 second.
Venetian masks. Bellissimo. This is a kind of mosaic. It's also interesting, this technique with sticks that are met together.
Oh, these are incredible.
Sticks melded together.
These are the lions.
Oh, there we go. The Lion of Saint Mark. But you have two.
Yes. Entirely made using glass, but then decorated with 24 karat golden leaf.
Oh, incredible.
They had specifically the open book, because for us in Venice, the lion with the open book is a symbol of peace. As soon as you see the lion with a closed book, it means that Venice is in war. If the book is closed, then you have to worry.
But the book must have been closed a lot of times during Venice history,
Yes,
because there's
yes,
a lot of wars.
Yes. But yeah, when we're in peace,
So right now you're at peace.
we're in peace. Yes.
Okay, no enemies.
No.
Yet.
No.
Well, look, the flower lamp. Is there a competition of the fastest
No.
master?
They don't care.
How many horses in WhatsApp?
They don't care.
10 minutes.
Here we go, something historical. This is
The Roman chariot.
yeah, a chariot racer with 2 horses.
And masks here.
Entirely made with clear and gold 24 carats. That's why the price is that high.
Yeah.
Only because of the gold.
Oh, there's gold inside.
Yeah, 24 carats. On the boy, on the chariot, and on the horses, there's a part of 24 carats gold leaf.
So all of the horses are decorated with gold.
Yes,
here
they all
as
have
well.
gold. Yes, they all have gold.
The giraffe. One more. Maybe an elephant. What's better, the black or the...
Black. More real.
They kind of look very similar though, don't they? The leopard and the giraffe. Maybe I should take a lion. That's what we're doing. Could you grab the best lion that you could find?
Carefully choosing, I think. Oh,
You found
maybe
one?
this one.
That
So
one?
proud, right?
Grab it.
It looks like proud. Yeah. The winner is that lion.
Okay. An elephant, a leopard, and a lion.
I'm gonna send these 3 along with the Venice map and cookies to one of the channel members. You could be a member of the channel now. There's also lots of videos, monologues. I do Q&As on there. See some of the videos you also get to see when you're a member. And I'm gonna choose someone from the members area and send the Venice package to you. I think it's time for the first serious meal of the day. Now out here on Murano, it doesn't seem to be much happening other than the glassmaking. So we're gonna take I see a taxi over there, an actual taxi boat, so we get that experience as well.
stand here. Much better place.
Swimming is not a problem.
It's all the sound up there. Hey, can you guys keep the noise down? Let's see. I mean, I must say, it looks pretty beautiful here as well. I'm pretty sure there are lots of things to do if you kind of explore and yeah, just walk around.
Gondolas,
It's probably the most glorious chocolate fountain I've ever seen. Actually, it's the only chocolate fountain I've ever seen.
What do you want?
Red wine.
Red wine?
Yeah.
Red wine and a mini panino?
Sure.
Okay.
So it's €1?
Wine is €1. Questo uno?
Which one are we getting? This?
I got this for you, salami and cheese.
Yeah. Beautiful. €4. Well, you know, for €1, you're gonna get a crowd, and yeah, let's see then. How did you find this place?
I'm finding all the nice places.
You typed into Google how can I buy wine for €1, didn't you?
No, I knew about this place. Actually, my friend from Venice, she told me about this place.
Let's see then.
Cheers.
Man, I'm not in the frame again.
Salute.
Salute.
Looking in the eyes, but they
Okay,
are.
salute, salute.
Cheers. Cheers.
Look you guys in the eye too, because if I don't look at you guys in the eye, I'm not in the frame. I tend to be down here.
And I have mortadella panini, and here salami and cheese.
Man, this is good.
€1, €1.
Let's find it's so hard to film and drink and do all this at the same
Yes.
time. Let's find the place. What about this?
But here the seagulls are arriving, you know?
Can I use this as a... Are you going to be upset if I use this as a table?
No, it's okay, but I'm scared about because seagulls here they will steal our panini night cheese that you like.
So let me guess, because it's after 12, I'm allowed to have red wine.
Of course, wine is always good. No, not with coffee. Just a big seagull on the right.
Good. Okay, we continue with Martina's bargain food and wine hunt. So there's another shop right
Yes,
next to here.
it's right next to it. Those two are called bacaro. Bacaro means a kind of osteria where local goes. You stand, you drink.
Yeah, baccaretto.
And then you eat small cicchetti, which are typical of Venice.
So you Italians don't like to sit down. Whenever I see in the morning, you stand and you have...
Exactly. No, we also like to sit down, but this is for aperitivo. You stand, you know, they probably are here out of work, they are talking and they drink, they stand, they eat something. Here we have a selection of cicchetti.
You called it a Cicchetti? Yeah. Buongiorno. Wow, this looks amazing.
Cicchettini da provare.
Is this fish?
No, this is fat.
Fat?
Fat pork. Pork fat. And this is okay, this is also mushroom and cheese.
I will try one of those, please. And
Okay, here I'll tell you everything and then you decide.
okay.
This is gorgonzola with mushroom. This is fat with pistachio.
salsa ai funghi, baccalà,
This is
tonno,
fish.
peperoni, salsa ai funghi, limone, gamberetti, tonata,
This is lemon and prawns and tuna.
soppressato, tonno, funghi, alice.
And
E poi
mushroom.
anche gorgonzola, pera, pistacchio, lardo, pistacchio,
Ah,
miele.
you will love this one. Pera, gorgonzola, cheese, blue
That's right.
cheese, and pistachio. And lardo,
Una navata di figo.
fig, jam, and nuts.
And one of these.
Brie cheese.
Yeah. Brie cheese.
Brie,
Same in
like,
Norwegian.
Ah, yeah, same.
Because it's French, isn't it? Brie.
I don't know. Fish
Maybe,
with
maybe the only good thing to ever come out of France.
cheese. Okay.
And maybe a. What's their favorite drink here? What do people drink here?
People they drink spritz in Venezia.
Let's do that then.
I told you.
Yeah.
Now I did. Now I did. Let me decide.
Okay.
It's a difficult moment.
I'll be out there.
This one, pistachio latte. And then we should have 2 spritz with salad.
Yes.
Okay, and 2 spritz.
Sele. Poi piccole, medie, grandi, più grandi. Abbiamo 4 minuti.
Thank you so
Anche
much.
piccolino va bene. Com'è piccolino?
I gotta watch out for the pigeons. They'll take it, won't they?
Yeah, now the pigeon will arrive.
Let's stand here.
Our lunch away. It's for us. This is select. It's that one from Venice.
How strong is it?
Not so strong.
Cool.
Salute.
Salute.
Skal.
Cheers, guys. I gotta hold it here, so I'm in the frame too.
Now we have something to do. We have to focus on that. And there's the majority of this
approval.
is Prosecco. Prosecco is from this region. It's kind of sparkling white wine. Plus the select that you have seen. People can also put Aperol, that is from Padua, or Campari, which is from Milan. And then Spritz comes from the Austrian. Before the unity of Italy, unification, that was in 1861, we had Austrian here. And people from Austria, they were not so used to drink as the Venetian people from Venice, from
Really?
Venice.
Venetians better drinkers
Yes,
than the
because
Austrians?
they are the best drinkers of Italy, Venetians.
Wow.
And they were
Is that
usually adding a little bit of soda or seltz, sparkling water to the drinks in order to not to get drunk, and so they were calling it spritz, like
So the Austrians needed to water down their drink, basically.
yes. I'll take fish first. You look like Venetian now. So good.
Wow. Again, I don't know if I caught that on film. But mutual approval. What a place. So how much are these?
€1.
What a true hidden gem this was. Everything here is $1. The wine, the Aperol as well?
The Aperol was €2.
Okay, so not everything is $1, but most things were $1, and it was absolutely fantastic. I would have had 10 or maybe even 20 of those if it weren't for the fact that we're probably going to go and try and eat some more.
I loved it. I found the best one I have ever tried, which is the one with fat, honey, and pistachio.
When you think of Venice, you may think of the Venice Carnival. Now, there's many mask shops all over town. They're very difficult to film because people are protective of their craft. You know the story well of how masks actually came about here in Venice.
Yeah, masks were used by people in order to have fun, lose their identity completely.
So when are we
mixing
talking here,
between
like-
upper classes?
Like 1,000 years ago?
1,000 years ago, yes, of course. Like already, the first association of Carnival with having fun. It's like in 1290s the first document, but probably even before that, people were already wearing masks in order to have fun without being recognized. It was a way in which, a moment in which poor people, they could mix with upper class, and upper class could behave like a person without being recognized. And
So if you were a noble man who wanted to hang out with an unnoble woman,
Yes,
you both
or many.
you both wore masks, and you could kind of without.
In 1700s, Napoleon arrived here and abolished Carnival, because people using the mask, they could do
The French.
so many bad things. Of course, there were people, robbers, entering inside convents, dressing as women, and then entering in convents to these poor nuns, or maybe.
Greetings. I have now become Martina, what did you call this guy again? The mask? Who am I now with the mask?
Only these, it's called larva. So it's
And
not
like
a
you
shape
explained, you used it because you could drink, you could eat.
It's also for women.
Okay.
Because you could drink, you could eat without removing the mask, so you could keep your privacy. If you come here, I'll show you the complete dress. In that case, it's called bauta. And there's this black dress, and then the hat with 3 horns. 1, 2, 3, you see. With this, plus this, it will be complete. And it's called bauta, that's the typical Venetian mask. For women and for men. Then another very famous one that you probably know is the plague one, the doctor of the plague.
We tried that
here.
already, didn't we?
Yeah, it's this one. This is a very fancy one, but you see there's a big nose, and here you could put lots of herbs inside, because when you were going to help people that were suffering, there was a bad smells as well, and also because it was purifying the air, so it was reducing the risk of getting the illnesses as well. I like this one.
That one is the best. The plague doctor.
Plague doctor, yes, you see the hole
Let's see
inside,
that. Yeah.
and you have to fill it with herbs.
This one doesn't fit as well as the other one. But let's try.
It was an hard job to be a doctor.
Let's see here.
This is handmade.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult being a plague doctor. I don't see how you can effectively work.
Because there were holes, and you could breathe, but before breathing that air, you had the air was here.
So the idea was that this was kind of a filter.
Yeah,
So the herbs would kill the disease, they thought.
exactly, and also the
Was
bad
that
smell.
true?
Yeah, the bad smell, or at least was kind of purifying a little bit.
È un insieme di fattori che crea, non è solo.
Okay, now we're talking, I think.
This is beautiful.
How's this one? Looking good?
I don't know, could be Pinocchio, you gotta know.
I already have that naturally as well, so it's not a big change. Oh man. He's been making this since the 80s, he said. So,
Quello
Magnifico.
è uno Zanni.
This is called the zanni.
Zanni.
oh, this looks like something from the Divine.
This is a
Divine
comedy.
Comedy.
The mask of the comedy, tragedy and comedy. That's the smiling one, comedy, crying one, tragedy. Greek comedy, Greek tragedy.
Okay, let's try this.
This is Lucifer.
He kind of looks like me already, doesn't he? 75 for this one. His prices are very good here.
It's completely changed your face.
For the better?
It looks like a evil.
Nice.
If I found someone like this when I walk in the street, I would probably have an heart attack. Sì. A tragedy.
Okay, let's see then.
Are you sure you want to go with that?
Let's check. Wow. Mutual approval. This is a mean looking mask, isn't it?
Change it.
Looks good.
Scary.
Oh, it's too scary?
For me, yes. I'm scared.
Should I try a less scary mask?
Mamma mia. Yes.
$227. Wow, look at this.
Wow. See the details here?
Yeah.
Wow, there's a puto playing.
Let's try this.
That's a masterpiece.
It is a masterpiece.
Yes.
Does it fit better?
See.
It's very heavy. Well, this one kind of, it sits. Looks good.
This is like a bird.
It looks very good actually.
Ooh, bellissimo. This is so beautiful with place. There's so many so good. There's cats.
Sì, sì. Sì, no, quello lì.
Che poi anche il volo della colombina.
Sì.
Però.
E poi noi, ad esempio, tutti i mezzi volti così li chiamiamo colombine, perché inizialmente aveva messo una mascherina nera intorno agli occhi, allora è diventata colombina. E quello è il volo della colombina.
Poi era quello del turco prima, quello dell'origine.
Allora,
Wow, look at this masterpiece. How much is this one?
250 behind it.
150.
cioè,
Wow,
ad
it's beautiful.
esempio, sai quel personaggio, come si chiama, quel DJ?
Did he make this one? Does he remember that?
Sì, ha fatto
Did you make this one?
Sì, sì.
I think everything here is made by him.
Cioè,
How many hours was this?
allora, sono tutti processi, vedi?
Yeah,
Ad esempio,
it's all different
uno
processes.
io ho 2 ragazzi che fanno solo la carta.
He has 2 people working with him that are just making paper.
E
Okay.
qui abbiamo
Different
io,
process.
mia figlia, che è di
Him,
là, perché abbiamo anche
daughter.
dove facciamo i costumi di là.
And
se
they
vuoi
also
vedere.
make costumes if you want to have a look.
How many hours did this take him?
E sono dei passaggi. Allora, è un
depends on
passaggio
the-
per fare. Naturalmente questo no, non è un dipinto,
It's not painted.
è un
Ok.
decoupage. Poi ho anche dipinto, è
The
questo.
laces.
Guarda, questo è il dipinto. Questo l'ha fatto mia figlia.
This is made by her daughter.
Ah, so your daughter painted that.
Sì, questo è un dipinto.
This is painted and
Wow.
his daughter made that.
And how much is this one?
Viene 380.
380.
380. Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a woman's mask?
Yeah.
È una faccia abbastanza versatile.
Yeah, it can fit anyone.
Diciamo che l'espressione è femminile, però è abbastanza grande
It looks like
da mettere. Try.
a woman,
Okay.
but it's big enough to try.
Okay.
Come si chiama?
Oh, it actually does fit. Yeah.
Wow.
Guarda, vedi?
Nice.
You look like a more woman now. Aralda.
Eralda.
Eralda.
Normanna.
Normanno.
Ah,
Regina.
that is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so interesting. He's so nice.
Bershkak. Lo conosci?
Do you know a DJ called like that from Germany?
Boris
No.
no, merda.
Who made a concert using a mask he made.
Oh, no.
Like a Joker mask.
Tutti quelli che vanno al concerto comprano la macchina.
And all the people going there,
Moltissimi.
almost everyone buys this mask.
I'd never heard of that.
To
No,
that
no.
concert. No. No. And this is the decoupage one, right?
cambia l'espressione. No, guarda un po'. No, non ecco, vedi, cambia l'espressione. Che così
Oh, the mask changes expression if you look up and down.
Anche il volto della persona cambia. Se tu vedi una persona così, se invece lo guardi così, è diverso. Se tu per esempio parli e parli con uno così, no?
Sì, like.
Prova, è diverso.
Sì. It's different. If I talk to you like this.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Sì.
Mm.
Quelli che chiedono la carità
Sì,
non sono così,
begging.
Up is more
ma
confident.
sono
Yeah.
cambia.
So we'll do that one and this one. This one, hold on, should I do? Yeah, just that one. Do you have a business card? If people want to come to your shop, how do they find you?
Why not? Yes, I have many business cards.
Okay. All right, change your plans. I've opted that this one is for a channel member. As I've said before, you can now be a member of my channel. You click the join button. I'm going to give this away to one of you. And then I'm going, this one is for me. I think it's a mucho improvemento on my normal look. So I'm going to start wearing this from now on when I go to Burger King.
Lo dico per lui che così lo può sapere. La differenza tra la maschera di Carnevale e la maschera della commedia dell'arte qual è? La maschera di Carnevale serviva per nascondere.
He's explaining to you the difference between the carnival mask and the comedian mask. The carnival mask is to hide because
Per
it's
nascondere l'identità.
identity.
Però in realtà, se tu osservi le maschere della commedia dell'arte, hanno tutte le caratteristiche esagerate.
Yeah,
Exaggerated characteristics for fun, comedy, for fun.
exactly.
Yeah.
Perché
For the comedy, for the theater.
Yeah.
non servivano per cambiare l'identità, ma per rafforzare l'identità del personaggio interpretato.
It's not to change identity or hide your identity, but it's to increase some quality of the identity of the character in the comedy.
Soprattutto
Especially nose.
quella del naso.
Especially.
So this one's perfect for me. Right?
Sai perché quella del naso?
Do you know why the nose?
Perché in realtà storicamente il naso rappresentava una forza di carattere.
Because nose represents strength in your behavior
Di un
Personality.
forte carattere e di potere.
and power.
Okay. I must say, I don't speak much Italian, but when he speaks Italian, I actually understand 80%.
Se uno parla lento e si muove,
Yes. Italians, we speak in different ways.
Si comunica.
We don't even
Yeah.
speak in the same way, but
His Italian is the first time I've found I can actually understand some. Yeah.
he's from Veneto.
Did you say that the Pope was the one who brought something back? Il Popolo? Is that Pope?
People.
Ah, okay, people. Ah, okay. I thought Il Popolo was like the Pope.
No, with Papa. Popolo is Pope.
Okay, people.
Yeah.
Let's dig into the Federal Reservos.
Okay.
trasportare quando uno entra qua, perché tutto quello che uno vede qua storicamente non c'era.
Everything that you see here historically was not there, so it's not so easy to have an idea of how the carnival of the past looked like.
Era sempre, io credo si faccia molta fatica. E che noi quando vediamo, pensiamo allo storico e quando vediamo i film, no? Che sia così, però in realtà non è proprio così.
Check out these awesome fridge magnets.
Con le guide.
Sì, sì, anche i toscani.
Sì?
Tieni proprio qua.
I'm getting one of these two. One of these two. Grazie, thank you so
Bene,
much.
grazie
Yeah.
e buona continuazione. Ciao.
Good luck. I will see you next time I'm here. I will come
Yeah,
back.
buona fortuna anche a voi.
Yeah. Bye bye. I'll show you guys outside the shop. This is how you find it. Oh, he doesn't have a name out here. Ah, there we go. Atelier Marega, 1981.
Since January 1981.
Wow, the shop is older than me.
I love that shop.
What a cool guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's so fun. Okay.
But there's the thing, we actually were not looking for, I just looked through the window and I saw, wow, the quality here looks insane. Let's go inside. Turns out he was an awesome guy. So we now, we're 1 hour behind our wine schedule. We should have been a couple of red wines in by now. So we need to hurry.
Yes, we have a mission.
Ciao, ciao.
Signing off.
Martina, you want to explain how the well works?
Sure.
She just explained it to me and I said, wow, that's very interesting, so I'll let you do it again.
I'll tell you. Venice is full of wells like those. In the past, in the 1800s, there were kind of 6,000 in town. But we have wells in Venice since 1200s. Because Venice is in the middle of water, but there's no drinkable water in the island. So that's why they needed a way to find drinkable water. And the only drinkable water was obviously not the one of the sea, but the one of the, like today, rainy days. So rain was entering in holes and then would fill a place under the well and then you could take it. And
So the rainwater would,
dirty.
the dirty rainwater.
Kind of. So it was purified through a system. Water, while entering inside underground this well, was passing in the middle of the sand, and sand was kind of cleaning the water, and then the water would be drinkable.
Cantina da Mori. This looks like a rustic place.
Buonasera. Ci sono Cicchetti.
Annie.
Oh, what a cool place. Guess those are wine. Let's try one of those, yeah. Is this the wine, is it?
What would you like?
I'll take a red wine, please.
Red wine. Do it. Sì, I'll just order one.
What do you have it?
Red wine, and then I asked you instead red wine. So
Okay.
red wine, and then I'm going to have some cicchetti, those small things.
Okay.
And try some different ones. If you're not into fish, there's
Yeah, I'm
other
not into
things.
fish, but I'm into wine.
Here, there's from Serene.
I know it was not you. No, it's from there. You see?
You didn't throw it to me?
No, it came from there.
Ah, by himself, like that. Ok.
This one?
Sì, e io forse qualche un tramezzino se c'è. Allora, vediamo. C'è quello col tonno nuovo, tramezzino.
Allora, tonno e uova, sì, eccolo qua. No?
E poi dice lui senza pesce.
I'm okay. I'll try some of this.
Salami?
Yeah. And a cheese, please.
I've just taken that one, which is artichoke.
I'm gonna stick with this, the salami. Okay, here I can kind of see what you've been telling me about. So it's already kind of tilted towards the right.
Because you have to imagine the gondolier, which is coming, as you can see, he's staying exactly in this
Oh, he's
space.
staying here.
You see, there's also place for pushing with the foot.
Here we see a perfect illustration of what you're talking about. I thought he'd be standing in the hole, but no, he's standing on the other side.
Yes, because he's not staying in the center, he's standing in one side. So obviously he's staying in the in the part that, in order to balance. If you see him...
So now I understand. The reason the boat tilts to the right is because the weight of the gondoliere will be here, on the left side.
He would fall down.
So without him...
Person, you see how he's bending it away. So
Yeah.
imagine not being balanced.
Without him standing there, the boat would be tilting even more to the right.
And then you have to imagine him as
Fantastico. That was awesome. Vivaldi from Venice. I love this building. Oops. This is one of the coolest buildings in town. The flag of the most Serene Republic.
Okay, this is the cheap 115.
How much is the heavy one?
This one is from 8 euro to 1020 euro.
Ah, okay.
2020 automatic.
Okay. 2020 euros is 8 meters.
And how much is this one?
70.
70.
70. Once it's bigger, it's 1 meter by 1 meter by 2 meters.
And do you have a discount on this one?
No, sir.
No.
Is it because I'm the cheapest in the city with this guy? so once it's bigger than the other one is 130, and have also different ones.
So this your best price is?
Yeah, I'm sure because the right price for me,
Yeah.
75 is 60 cents.
75.
But 70 euro, I say for 70 euro.
And the other one was 50.
50 es dovrebbe essere
What about-
2,60 euro.
So that's 125.
For two?
What about 100? For two?
No.
Yes,
I'll dig into the Federal Reserves. 110?
He said he's the cheapest one selling this.
All right.
Because he's in the street.
This is the flag of the most Serene Republic. Hold on. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one for each district of Venice. And also this was
Cicchetti.
And
The
also when
districts.
they used to put this on the back of the ships.
See.
And because it was divided like this, it kept the flag from tearing in the wind.
Have you studied?
I've studied, yeah.
Bravo. 160 is 75 meter.
All right. I've been looking all over for 2 days for this.
L'abbiamo cercata a lungo. He knows. That's why that's the best price.
And not just that. What did I tell you before about flag quality?
Flag quality. Well, they are not good quality. The one that we have found.
Every flag I could
all
find
like those.
was
Like
just
this.
this thin fabric, and I said, why can't I find a real flag? And then you have it.
I am the cheapest anyway.
This is so funny. I'm just complaining about it's the first thing I did. We met at the bookstore, and we're looking at the flag, and I'm kind of, I don't appreciate this quality. I don't care what it costs. I want a real flag, proper fabric. We were lucky. So anyway, hold on. This is a great place to sign off. So I'm struggling trying to find a train ticket to Vienna. You already have your ticket to Florence?
Yeah.
Um,
a very economic ticket to Florence.
So how much was it to Florence from here?
145 euros, but you can find much better. It's that
Let's stand here. We get the better background. So you're very upset that it's 140.
Yeah, because usually it's like 60 euros the ticket for the train. It's not so much.
Not so much, but okay. One flag for me, one flag again from one of you channel members. If you want to sign up for the channel, become a member, you press the join button. If you don't see it on your phone, go on a computer. I'm going to pick one of you. Actually, now we have several gifts. So there's going to be several packages I'm sending out to channel members. So yeah, sign up if you are interested in that. Now, should we sign off? Or should we have a glass of wine?
Yes, so we will have to like the last sweet cocktail in Venice before going.
Yeah, so we're probably going to sign off here, but off camera we're going to have a spritz.
A spritz with
Okay.
select. Yes.
And then maybe we'll see you one day in Siena.
Yes, I'll wait for you in Tuscany and then more adventures, of course.
Awesome.
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the videos.
As always, if you
Our
need a tour
adventures.
with Martina in Florence or now in Venice,
Rome and Venice. Now you can contact us. Yes.
contact on the details on the screen.
St. Florence Tours.
Yes. So we are signing off.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
Bye.
Hold on, are we filming? Yes.
Yes, we're filming.
Inside here, amongst all the weapons of the Venetian Republic, I found a remarkable statue. This right here is Francisco Madroseno. And down here you can see that's the standard of the Turks. And the reason is that this was the Doge of Venice who sacked Athens when it was controlled by the Turks. He also actually is responsible for blowing up the Parthenon. He hit the Parthenon with a cannonball from the harbor, an incredible shot. And he's also the man who brought the Piraeus lions here outside the Arsenale.
Now, after conquering Athens, and unforgivably I must say, from a historical, archaeological perspective, blowing up the Parthenon with a cannonball shot, maybe wondering, how is that possible? Well, the Turks were using it to store gunpowder. So that's how the building exploded, despite being a, 2,600-year-old stone structure. But one of the things he brought back was the Piraeus lions. There we go, I can already see it. Oh man, I haven't been here for maybe 7 years. This is outside the Arsenale. This is where Venice made the ships for themselves, and also that the Crusaders used at the height of their powers. Here we can see the lions. They could produce one ship per day. You can churn out one ship per day. What a glorious spot. Not sure how this works out with the wind, but okay. Let's get one shot of me in front of the Arsenal with the lions I'm about to tell you about in the background. Again, going off memory, the lion is either 2,400 or 2,600 years old, and it used to stand in the port of Piraeus. Now you can't see it with the naked eye, but there are some runes here. I'm going to show you a carving. Now, nobody knows exactly what the runes say, but they were carved by most likely Swedish members, Swedish Vikings of the Varangian Guard. The Varangian Guard, of course, was the Emperor of Constantinople's personal bodyguards. Thought I had some more centimeters to go on there. So, the legacy of the Venetians, it is mixed. This is what all of the European powers of the Middle Ages were doing. It was either conquer or be conquered. It was loot or be looted. At least here in Venice, I'm glad that a lot of these artifacts have survived. Sadly, and nobody knows for sure, but at least with the sack of Constantinople in 1204, immense amounts of precious metals, old 1,000 years old artifacts of immense historic value were of course melted down to become more portable or to use for coinage. So the cultural devastation that the sack of Constantinople wrought should not be underestimated. And as another afterthought, before I launch into what I'm going to talk about next, the ultimate cause of the fall of Constantinople, you could arguably very well make a case for the fact that that was the Italian city-states and republics, the maritime republics of Genoa and Venice, wresting the source of Byzantine power, which was controlling the trade, being that linchpin with the center of the world, the eye of the world, Constantinople. As soon as the Italian city republics started monopolizing that trade, it was over for Byzantium. And of course that left the road wide open for the Ottoman Turks to steadily carve out more and more former domains of the Roman Empire for themselves. And ultimately we all know how that ended in 1453 with the fall of Constantinople into Turkish hands, where it remains today.
Buongiorno, it is 6:30 and I am bracing the elements here in order to show you guys a remarkable stone. In fact, it is the most remarkable stone in the entire city. So normally though it's covered in there's people queuing up to go to the cathedral there, so I need to get there before the queues begin. Wow, it's unbelievable. How cool is this to be here before the boats are even here? My plan backfired. There are workers down here and they won't let me go behind this barrier to see the most remarkable stone in Venice, but my camera can get pretty close. Now this is known as Pietra del Banda, the proclamation stone. And it is where you can see it is right outside the church, St. Mark's Cathedral, and that is where they used to read the laws of the Republic of Venice. And right there, in between the two columns, is where they used to execute people who broke them. In the beginning, they used to burn people alive there, and at some stage in the 1400s, they decided that that was a little overboard, so they decided to behead people there instead. Now the severed heads of traitors beheaded in between the two columns was again displayed up there on that very same stones that the laws were laid out on. But the incredible history of that porphyry, porphyra is ancient Greek for purple, so let's just call it the purple stone for simplicity's sake from now on. The significance of that purple stone, it doesn't end there. It's actually, its origins is from Egypt. Porphyry or purple was the imperial color. It's the color of the emperors of Rome, because purple was a rare color, and especially purple dye, purple cloth, was the most expensive to make. So obviously, as the upper classes in society anywhere, you know, they like to dress up in the most remarkable and priciest garments. So hence porphyry became the color of the emperors. Now, at some stage when after Rome had conquered Egypt, a legionnaire, he discovered a stone in Egypt in a mountain that resembled not resembled, it was purple. And this stone quarried at this mountain became known as imperial porphyry, and that column is made from imperial porphyry. Now, with the loss of Egypt in the late 600s to Islam, the only source of imperial porphyry was lost, and hence it went up in value even more. Now, that stone, exactly when it was quarried, who knows, but the Venetians found it in Acre,
it was a, I don't know what the Genoese used it for, but the Genoese had it at their headquarters. And after Constantinople fell in 1204, the Genoese were locked out of the lucrative trade that used to pass through the city. The Venetians now controlled it with the French Crusader kings, so they just told the Genoese to take a hike. Genoa henceforth conducted most of their trade from Acre, which was one of the last Crusader states at that stage, still surviving. Yeah, Acre didn't fall before, I think, 1291. But prior to that, there was a huge war there, a civil war, so to speak, because the Genoese and the Venetians were the most powerful nations, trading nations in Acre. The Venetians won, and to humiliate the Genoese even further, they took their prized imperial porphyry stone and put it right up there outside their famous cathedral. And that is the story of the proclamation stone. And just as I finished that story, I'm now standing right in the spot where people used to be burnt alive. And the bells are ringing, and I think that means it is time to sign off.